what I do. I'm always...
Whoa, alright, cut the cameras. Sorry guys, I just wanted to start off this video just showcasing my performance as Ken in this movie. I really hope you guys liked it if you saw it already, but yeah, it really wasn't easy getting like those rock hard abs. It was a lot of long days, you know, acting on set. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ty, and today in this video, we're going to be reviewing the Barbie movie, which I didn't know was actually just called Barbie. I thought it was actually called the Barbie movie, but doesn't matter. We'll move on past that. Today is going to be a 5-minute review. That's a series on my channel for those of you that don't know, where I give myself just 5 minutes to talk about what I loved about a movie, what I hated about it, my thoughts, my opinions, whatever I could cram into just those 5 minutes, no more, no less. So with that being said, I have a lot to talk about with this movie, so let's just get into the review. Just want to sneak this in here. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been hyping up this movie to my friends, to my family for months, and it seemed really weird, but I've been trying to explain to everyone that this is not a kid's movie. It's an adult movie, but I'll get into that once I start the review, which is going to start right now. Alright guys, timer just started. Let's get right into this review. So I've got to start by talking about our star of the show here, Margot Robbie. She looks like the perfect Barbie. But I think something that people aren't talking about, well, because this movie has barely even came out yet, is that while she does have this really fun energy about her that makes her like a toy, basically, like fantasy, she also has this very kind, motherly voice, I would say, that when things start to get more emotional, she's able to calm people down and become more relatable, and I really appreciated that. Her co-star here, Ryan Gosling. Everybody's going to see this movie because of Ryan Gosling. Let's not lie. Let's just be honest. He is just so fun in this. He has so much charisma, so much swagger. It looks like he's just having a great time playing Ken. And yeah, he was cast perfectly. I don't care what anybody says. There's a lot of people like hating on this for some reason, this casting as Ken. It's Ryan Gosling, guys. That's the only way they're going to get guys to go see this movie, if I'm going to be honest with you. Speaking of guys, this movie talks about the exact opposite, because it is super all in. It put all its cards on the table talking about women, and I really loved that, because I think it was definitely a nice change of pace. We're getting all these action movies with men punching people, and it's like, you know what, let's just breathe, take a step back, look at, you know, the current state of the movie industry, and make a great film about women and their struggles, which we don't see often. Greta Gerwig got a lot of creative freedom with this movie, and I was very surprised with what Mattel and even Warner Brothers let like slip through the cracks with this. I feel like Greta really dove deep into like the Barbie lore here, which is pretty fun to say as a 21-year-old guy, but yeah, there's a lot of really funny references, like not that I fully understood, but I had an idea of what they were referring to. And again, speaking of the whole women thing, this movie's super meta. It's super funny because of that. But also, I do think sometimes it could lean a little bit too deep into the whole like meta behavior. And I feel like just slightly, it can just start to make men look bad. I know that might sound controversial. I really don't mean it like that, because I really loved all the messages it was saying about women, about motherhood, about the way that a daughter and a mother can relate to each other, and the way that women are oppressed in our society, the way that they don't get equal opportunities as men, whether it's in jobs or like things within the government or just within corporations, or even just hearing their opinions and the way they're treated within society. But it does get a little bit preachy just in its execution. I'm not saying that the message is preachy. It's just that sometimes there will legitimately just be like extended scenes of a character pretty much just looking at the camera and just saying stuff that goes on in our real world. I feel like everyone in the audience as well, since this is targeted at like 20-year-olds, I guess you could say, kind of already knows that this stuff exists. So it's not really like you're talking to younger kids where they could like learn stuff from this. It's more just like, hey guys, this is going on in society. And then the audience is supposed to be like, yeah. But honestly, I don't want to get too deep into that, because I still do think it really did a great job of portraying the message. I just don't think it did an amazing job, because it went a little bit too much into it. It tried to be a little too meta. But at the same time, this movie was very funny for that same reason. Like I said, there are so many unbelievably hysterical dance numbers, just references to pop culture. There's a Zack Snyder's Justice League joke in here that had me dying. I thought all the side characters were really great. Simu Lee was funny. There's also like the villain guy from Secret Invasion. He's in here. I saw him. He must be having a great month. But yeah, I love John Cena, Dua Lipa. They were all great. Everyone just looked gorgeous in this. That's the best way I could describe it. Everyone looked like they'd be either a Ken or a Barbie in this dream world, you know, Barbie land, whatever it's called. Also, the set design was amazing. I loved that. It felt like at least there wasn't too much CGI used, like by any means, and I really respect that because overall, I feel like that makes things feel more believable, which makes you feel more emotionally connected, which makes the story better. But guys, with 45 seconds left, what else could I talk about this movie? I know exactly what I'm going to talk about. I've got to say one thing. I really liked the ending of this movie, and I think that you're going to like it too. Just to be clear, I'm not talking about the very last second of this movie because it ends on a very funny line. I'm talking about just like the last half hour or so, and it does go a little bit, like I said, into the whole preachiness thing, but I really liked what they did with Barbie and Ken and just brought them down to a human level, and you saw how they had flaws, and they kind of realized, hey, you know, we shouldn't be setting these high expectations for people to try to follow. And it kind of shows like the positives that Barbie has had on women in real life over the years. With 7 seconds left, I've got to say, I'm very satisfied with this. This was very funny, and it was great to see Ryan Gosling. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for my review today. I was really satisfied with how mature this was as well, with, you know, it being rated PG-13. I was trying to tell everybody, guys, this is an adult movie. It's not made for kids. No one wanted to believe me, and I looked stupid. But now that I've seen it, I can comfortably say that I was really happy with this movie. It was funny. I don't think it was like a masterpiece, but I thought it was really good and very much enjoyable. So guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.